Hello chatbots out there, today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys out there about what I got to on my Thursday and Friday. I hope you guys have all had a super duper week and that you're all having a lovely end of your week. It is Friday, we've made it to the end of the week. I hope you guys have all had a great Friday. Yesterday I got up and I had a nice lie-in, and then I just spent most of the morning in my PJs doing some writing and some drawing and some colouring and word searches, watching films and TV shows and just listening to music. My mum got up from having a bit of a nap because she had a bit of a bad head, and she's resting up now well after her operation that she had. And I was just listening to a bit of Kylie Minogue back from the 80s, and then I was watching some of Dot 2 and Friends and Far Gone and This Country of being Player and some episodes of Friends and Once Upon a Time and The Crown off Netflix. I then was just doing some new designs, tidied up my office up a bit, played with my own Blue.dot, and I'm going to be sorting out my Blue.dot as well later on. And then I had a sandwich for my lunch, some sausage sandwiches and a cup of tea, and watched the Aussie soaps. My dad had work, and he then went off and did some shopping and got back and went off to bed. My older brother and sister at work, and younger brother is off skiing with his girlfriend and mates at the moment. He's back tomorrow, and my dad's picking him up tomorrow afternoon, which means I'll have to walk him from work. I'm doing 10 till 5 tomorrow, and doing 9 till 3 on Sunday, and then after that I get 5 days off. I was a little bit unsure about that because I normally have a day in the week that I work, so I normally work Thursday nights, but I'm not. I'm not working till the following weekend. Which at first I was like, oh, that sucks. I'd rather be working an odd day or something. But if they need me, I said, let me know, because other than that, I'm probably not going to be doing much. But now I think about it, I have been working quite a lot of shifts, so having 4 or 5 days off would be good for me to rest, recharge, and be back to work the following weekend, ready and raring to go. The coronavirus is something to be a bit concerned about, but 44,000 people who have had it have now recovered. Some people have had it and not even realised they've had it. So I'm just going to carry on as normal as I can. Just got to wash your hands and sing happy birthday while you're doing it. As that's the amount of time that song takes you to sing is the amount of time you should wash your hands apparently. So you just got to do that and just try and calm yourself down. We've got through swine flu and other viruses and both and stuff before, so we'll get through this as well. No point in stressing out, just got to carry on as normal as you can, and yeah, just trying to chillax and just not worry about it. So yeah, so I have had to be at work, keeping washing my hands and putting the sanitizer on, and my dad went off to bed. He got up and was sorting stuff around the house and sorting his disco stuff out for a disco that he has on the weekend, and I watched the Aussie soaps and wrote my journal, and then my older brother got back from work outside a half day, and I found out that he'd worn a new job that I just got from the charge shop, which is a nice plum colour, and he said that apparently it looks better on him than me. I would have probably let him borrow it, but it's the fact that he took it without even asking. I'm fed up with him going in my room and just saying and doing whatever he wants. He's such a prat. He's 24, nearly 25, but he acts like a blooming kid, like a baby, and he made me jump when I was watching stuff on Netflix, and he turned my light off, so I was like, what the hell's going on, thinking there was a power cut, and then he jumped out and made me jump, so of course, saw him a bit, and I was just like, get out of my room, because it's just, like, why? He always is such a wind-up merchant, and he's so annoying, and yeah, so he's at work, luckily not here, winding me up, because he's always just so frustrating. That's brothers for you, I suppose. Both of them, my younger brother and older brother, just always wind me up. It's so annoying. And when one or the other aren't here, I always get the brunt of it because when they're here, they're always play fighting and stuff and leave me out of it, and I'm just like, that's great. But when one of them isn't here, the other then goes for me, and I'm just like not having any of that. And I had work yesterday evening, and wasn't really sure where some of the glass went when taking glass out of the glass washer. So one of the colleagues who I don't think likes me, who we're getting on a lot better now, just how to keep an arm's length, because not everyone's going to like you and stuff. And she was like, can I have a word with you, and just showed me where all the glasses went. And so I just need to remember where all of them go. But it's not easy because there's so many glasses. I never knew a place could have so many glasses. So that's still a bit tricky. And I was putting the mugs away, and the mugs are like numbered at the bottom. And my math skills aren't the best, to be honest. So she then took over. So I just went and took some stuff to the pot wash to be washed. I was serving food. I've now mastered picking the right foods and reading the tickets clearly and stuff, so I don't mess up any of the food orders like I did at first. So that's a good thing. And it was pretty quiet, and then all of a sudden it just ramped up and went really busy. So one of the other colleagues I got on really well with came in, and it's her birthday today, so high birthday, so we're having a great day. And we had a really nice catch up, and it then flew by, and then I was finished for the shift, wished her happy birthday, gave her a hug, and then went off. And I got picked up by my older brother, got back and finished watching the last episode of Marvel Zombies. I think it's the last ever episode because I'm pretty sure they finished it after 3 seasons. Not sure, have to check. Next Wednesday might have an episode, but I'm pretty sure that was the last episode as it seemed pretty final. Then I just had a cheese toasty and a cup of tea for my tea. Had to have brown bread because we were out of white bread. And then everyone else went to bed, and I was just watching some TV, finished writing my journal and put that away, and then I went to bed and watched some episodes of some shows on Netflix, and was listening to the music and watching funny dog videos and vines and vlogs. Then I went to bed and got up early and got showered and ready for morning group, and had a pastry and cup of tea for my breakfast, very fancy pastry, and listened to a bit of music and was going on to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And then I got picked up by one of my morning group members and their mum, and got brought to morning group. Got there, and I was so excited to be doing the t-shirt tie-dyeing, but fortunately the one that runs the group had forgotten to get the dye, so instead we made apple crumble. So I brought my top and my apron, so luckily I used the apron when we were doing what we did today. We made apple pie, so I was able to get the apron and use it, but it was my older brother, so it literally looked like I was wearing a dress, but at least I didn't get anything on my clothes. And I had a lovely time. I always love baking, and I made this apple crumble. It looks delicious, and the apples were so good, so they just smelled really good. I love apples. Lady apples are probably my favourite apples, and so it was really fun making that. Got in a bit of a mess, but that's the best type of baking, making a mess. So we then tidied up and cleared away everything, waited for those to cook, and while we did, we were playing Frustration, such a great game. And then they finished, and we waited for them to cool off. Got a snap for my social medias and to show my mates what I'd been making. Then we had some cups of tea and biscuits and a nice chit chat, and was just talking about anything and everything really, some really random chats, but it was just so much fun. Love going there. It's such a great escape, and always forget all my worries and stresses and stuff. So it's really good. It just goes by so quick. It's 10 to 12, but it just goes by so quickly. And then I got dropped back by my member of one group and their mum, who dropped me there, but they dropped me to the corner shop instead, as I went and got some custard for my crumble to have later on. Good old Devon custard. And then I got back, and my dad was back from work, and he's gone to bed. My mum's also gone to bed because she had a bit of a bad head. And I watched Bridget Jones' Diary. I am the male Bridget Jones, no way I've Miss Darcy already. I wrote my journal. I even have a journal like she does with a diary. So I wrote my journal, listened to a bit of music from the 80s and 90s music channels. I love it, 80s and 90s music. Oh, reminds me, the other day in Pot Wash, one of the new pot washers was in there listening to a song from the 80s. I thought, oh, I love this song. And he was like, did this song come out when you were a kid? And I was like, I'm only 22. How old do you think I am, a cheeky man? Bless him, he's so great. And I love all of the staff at work. They're all so lovely and supportive and just really helpful. And they've now started checking up on me if I'm a bit worried. And my manager, like, he's gone off to Toronto, New York for, I think, 3 weeks or something. So he's off there on holiday, like, I think. I need a holiday. That's why next week I'm actually now looking forward to it. At first I was like, oh, having 5 days off, that's going to be torture, not being able to do anything. I'm going to go stir crazy. But I'm probably just going to sleep, watch TV and just chillax. I know that I've got to go down and help my grandparents get their garden stuff ready for when they are moving, as they're moving up here in May time. And unfortunately, the peak of coronavirus is going to be in May time, which is going to be very stressful. But it should hopefully, well, I know it should fizzle out like with sign through and stuff. So we just got to remain calm and just not stress about it and just carry on as normal as you can, just wash your hands and stuff. I've just been watching some videos of the people singing happy birthday and washing hands, and it's just hilarious. Like some of the celebrities have been singing their songs to like washing their hands, and I got a selfie of me with the hashtag EastEnders and hashtag Speak Now for EastEnders for abuse, as Chantal's storyline where Grey is abusing her. And it's such an important storyline. It's been so hard to watch, but very important to show that abuse is wrong and should not be happening, and to try stamp on that and get that stopped. And yeah, EastEnders are on their A game at the moment. They're doing so well with the death storyline with Ben. Max Barton is smashing that, and with Shona's storyline, Whitney being in prison, and Chantal's storyline, such good storylines at the moment. They are doing so well. I absolutely love it. Sometimes I have to admit, with Emmerdale at the moment, I've had to be fast forwarding through bits because it's just been so like watching paint dry. But with, and a bit with Corey as well. But with Hollyoaks and EastEnders at the moment, they have been so good, and I've just been glued to the screen. And yeah, I can't wait for Danny Miller as Aaron to be back in Emmerdale soon. He's coming back soon, which will be good. And I had my lunch. I had some cheese and onion sandwiches and Aero chocolate bar, because Aero chocolate is my favourite chocolate at the moment. I'm obsessed. I got a cherry cola, so I had a bit of that, and had these chicken finger things, which are delicious. And I finished writing a bit of my journal, so of course I was writing my journal, what I've done so far today. And I am going to be going for a walk in a minute to get some nature snaps, and probably a few little selfies here and there, because there's a few little spots where I want to go for a walk and get some photos. And yeah, it's such a sunny day, a bit windy out, so I'll probably take a coat, but it's so sunny at the moment, and I'm hoping that with the warm weather it should stamp out the coronavirus. Normally it's cold weather that stops all these freezing viruses, but apparently it's the sunshine that we need to try and get, and the warm weather to get to stomp that out. So hopefully it should fade out eventually, but for now we just got to remain calm. And I was playing with my dog House earlier on, throwing a Tesla for him, and then watched 101 Dalmatians, probably one of my favourite Disney films ever. I got to some new designs, and there's a bit of Kylie and a bit of Coldplay and a bit of Dido, and yeah, I have had such a great week, feeling a lot better. My throat's still a bit sore, as it's kind of that kind of weather where you're bound to get colds and stuff, so I was feeling a bit rotten the other day, but I'm feeling a lot better now, which is good. And unfortunately, working in a coffee house bar kind of place, you're going to be getting flus and bugs and stuff. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I better go get that, because that's the phone. It's like Piccadilly Circus around here, always doorbell going and phone going. I shall see you later with a new podcast very soon. Please like, comment, subscribe. Oh, the phone's gone off now here. I will be going for a walk in a minute. There's probably a cold caller. I always get so many cold callers that they call up like, hello, are you such and such? Do you want this or that? I'm just like, no, please don't call again. And I get people that call up again. One time, I had a cold caller and I hung up, and then they called up again. I was like, please don't hang up on me. I was like, I'm going to hang up when I've told you I don't want to talk to you. So annoying. I shall see you soon with new folk very soon. Hope you guys all have a lovely rest of your week and a lovely weekend ahead. And I shall see you soon with new folk very soon. Bye.